We still hustle daily. What's going on, Hustle Nation? Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Ray Big Play coming to y'all with another video today. And it says I married my coworker at 19. Holy, hey, if y'all haven't heard me say that, is no. How could I say it right before I mess it up? It ain't no two people that's more in love than coworkers. Fellas, if your girl got a job, watch her. She probably got a boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? A coworker boyfriend, a job boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? Ladies, if you got a nigga, he probably got a work girlfriend. I'ma just tell y'all the truth. You feel me? So I know what be going on at them jobs. Y'all think y'all slick. You can't out slick me. You know what I'm talking about? So look at here. She got married at a coworker at 19. Be careful out there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to put you on game. All right, so we about to go ahead and listen to this story. Make sure y'all smash the like button and make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. Let's see how she married her coworker at 19. Y'all better be careful.
About being married at 19. Trigger warning, this is a sad story. I was 19 years old. I had only worked a bunch of fast food jobs, and I had gotten my first real big girl job as a salesperson at a Verizon wireless store, and I was so excited to have that job. But pretty much everybody that worked there was a lot older than me, had more life experience, had gone to
work husband, work bae. That's what they call
college. I was working with a lot of older people, and it was mostly men in sales positions. There weren't a lot of girls there, so I was one of the only girls working on the floor. So when you're the new girl and you're young and pretty, I felt like a lot of the guys there would be really flirty towards me, and
of course,
there's that aspect when you're working as one of the only women in a male dominated situation. And I pretty much didn't pay it any attention. As a woman you get used to men flirting with you, but there was one particular man who was just very persistent. He'd gotten my number. We had been texting a while, for a few weeks, and eventually one night he texted me and was like, let's go out and get something to eat. Let's go to, I can't remember what it was. It was Buffalo Wild Wings or Chili's or something. I don't know. So we go on our first date to Buffalo Wild Wings or whatever it was. So we go on our first date to Chili's or Buffalo Wild Wings, whatever it was. I can't remember. The date goes fine. I don't remember being that wild about him, but I do remember he had picked me up from my house to go on the date. If you're a young lady watching this, don't let a man do that. But I let him pick me up from my house. So we were driving back home, and I remember he had stopped for a moment. I think we stopped at a gas station because someone was calling him, and he got out of the car, and in a hushed tone he was arguing with someone. And at the time I didn't know who he was arguing with, but I would later find out that that was the mother of his child, and his baby was still very young, and they were kind of still involved, and our relationships kind of overlapped, but he was in an argument with her literally on our first date. So that was the first red flag. I ignored it, and we eventually start dating and going on more and more dates, and eventually after that we start driving into work in the morning together.
Y'all gotta stop ignoring them red flags. Literally, it does not take me long to motherfucking throw up the red flag on somebody. I'm talking about, it's simple. It's the shit is just, I don't know. I gotta teach y'all.
If you catch my drift. So we're dating, getting closer and closer. That goes on for about maybe a month and a half or so. And then eventually Verizon hosts this big conference. It used to be called an all hands meeting. I'm not sure what it's called now, but it's basically a big conference where all the regional stores would get together and have a big party and celebrate the year and all that. And it was out of town. So they gave us money, reimbursement for us to drive out of town to go to the all hands meeting because I'm dating this guy who's my coworker. We drive into the all hands meeting together. We stay together in the hotel, blah, blah, blah. We did the whole trip together. Then I get back, a couple of days pass, and the worst thing ever happens. So when you work in Verizon, they give you a work phone. I got called into the office one day by my manager, and he was like, come to the office, bring your work phone. And I was a jokey girl. I was like, oh, I'm about to go make a call or something. And they're not joking back with me. I get into the office, and there are 3 managers there. All of the managers from the store are sitting in the office, and I'm like, this can't be good. And they let me know, hey, Jenna, you're fired because you went to the all hands meeting and you requested reimbursement for your travel, but we found out that you actually traveled with, the guy I traveled with. I had no idea that I wasn't allowed to do that. I was completely blindsided. I was like, well, I'd never gone on a business trip before. I wasn't sure about the protocols. I was handed a slip to fill out to get reimbursed for like gas money or something. I can't even remember. But, apparently I wasn't supposed to do that and they fired me. And then I go start driving home. The guy, my boyfriend at the time, who later became my husband, he is going into work and he was going into work later than me. So he gets to the office and surprise, surprise, he's fired too. Now, apparently they said they fired him because he was stealing phones. Although he was like not the best guy. I don't know if I 100% believe that, because if he was stealing iPhones, I feel like, wouldn't y'all have called the police? But they said he was stealing phones, so he was fired too. So now me and him are looking jobless and stupid for maybe like a month. We're looking for jobs. We're about to lose the townhouse. I think maybe he started to get worried that I would like go back to my mom's house and leave. So on a random day, one day, he just proposes to me. And like a dummy, I said yes to the proposal. So after about literally 3 months of dating, we get married. Now guys, I'm telling you guys this story, but I know that it doesn't make me look good. I know that that was not smart. I know that this is just a horrible story all around, but I'm just telling you guys what happened. So we go to a courthouse in Hinesville, Georgia. I'm wearing Adidas pants and a Victoria's Secret pink sweatshirt, and we elope. We don't tell anybody. I don't tell my mom. I don't tell my stepdad. He doesn't tell his people. We just go get married. And I get back home and I tell my mom that I got married, and she was just like, she thought I was kidding because I'm someone who's always like joking around. But then I showed her like my driver's license because I changed my driver's license, and she saw that it was real, and she was like, girl. But anyway, I'm a married woman now, so whatever. But now we don't have any jobs. So I'm like, we got to make some money. And one day he's talking to his aunt, and his aunt was like, what would be a good idea? If you come to Macon, Georgia, live with me, I can get you guys a job working in insurance. And we really needed a job, and I'm sure he loved that I was like going to be even more isolated. So we decided to move to Macon, Georgia. That would turn out to be like a huge mistake because I would be so isolated. But we decided to move from Savannah, Georgia to Macon, Georgia. We moved to Macon, we get our jobs, he's feeling good, he's making more money, but he starts going out more, meeting people, and he's drinking a lot. And I'm noticing like when he starts to drink, he can't just have one drink, he can't just have 2 drinks, he has to get plastered every time he drinks. And when he would drink, he would get violent. And that's kind of when he started to show a whole different side of himself. He's drinking a lot, and mind you, at this time, we are working at the same job on the same team, desks back to back. So we're spending a lot of time with each other. And so his coworkers are my coworkers. We're new to the city. His friends are my friends. So we would hang out socially a lot together. We were kind of like operating as one person. And one day we all go out to like this hookah spot with all of our coworkers, and he gets into an argument with me. I don't remember what this argument was about. I'm sorry. He gets into an argument with me, and it starts to escalate. He starts to get loud. He starts to kind of try to get physical with me. You know how a man like tries to intimidate you, like not hitting you, but doing everything else, like yelling, screaming. And eventually we leave the hookah spot and we go back to the loft. I live in this really nice loft in Macon. I do miss that apartment. But we go back to the loft. All of our friends are there, and he's still having a screaming match with me. He's getting in my face. He's getting like really aggressive with me. And one of my friends kind of just takes me out of the situation, and I go to stay at her house for the night. I spend the night at her house, and in hindsight, like that's probably when I should have left, but I didn't leave. I woke up the next morning and my friend was like, are you gonna go back? And I was like, well, I didn't know what else to do. I was 19, like that was my husband. So I decided to go back. And that was the start of 4 years of just like a complete controlling, scary, just DV situation. And in that 4 years, I never called the police. The only time the police were called is one day in that same apartment that we had in Macon. He had gotten really physical with me. I was choked, I was bitten, and I was able to run out of the house, run downstairs, and we lived on top of like a bar. It was like a arcade slash bar in Macon. If you live downtown Macon, you would know this bar. It was on Cherry Street. But I run down to the bar, and I would never forget, this woman came up to me and she was like, I've been there where you are before. I thought she was talking about a DV situation, but I guess I looked so crazy. She thought I was a drug addict. She was like, yes, I used to use as well. And I was like, I'm not a drug addict. This man is chasing me. And a black couple had to come up and like shield me because people were trying to like take videos of me, take pictures of me. And I guess somebody from the bar actually called the police. And that's when I finally told the story to like somebody, told it to somebody. And I told the officer like, yeah, he choked me, he bit me. And then that was the one time that he was arrested. But then after that, and this is the part of DV that a lot of people don't understand, is he was calling me from jail. He was like, you gotta help me. You have to tell them like it wasn't true. You have to tell them it was a misunderstanding, blah, blah, blah. And I did that. He doesn't go to jail. I don't remember what happened, if he got probation or anything, but I know he did not go to jail. And we had stayed together after that for another 3 years. But one good thing that came out of it is we did eventually move away from Macon and we moved to Atlanta. And the day that I left, nothing crazy happened. He wasn't being violent that day. It was just a regular day. And I just decided, you know what? I am better than this and I deserve more than this. So we were driving in Atlanta. We pulled up to a stop sign or stoplight, and a police officer pulled up right next to us. I got out of the car in traffic. I went over to the police car. I knocked on the police officer's window and I said, can you help me? And the police officer pulled over. He was like, what's going on? I was like, I need him to give me my keys, because we were in my car that was in my name. I was like, I need him to give me my keys, give me the phone, because the phone was in my name too, so I can go. Like, he has my phone and my keys and I need to go. And the officer made him give me the phone, the keys. I called my sister. I was like, I'm coming to your house. And I think she knew. She was just like, okay. And I never looked back. I came back for my stuff, and that was that. And that started a few years long of like my crazy Atlanta dating history, which I had so much fun with. I'm not single anymore, but I had a crazy little dating life in Atlanta. So let me know if you guys want to hear about that. But yeah, girl, I got.
Okay, she was 19, so we can't, but I always say this. This is me personally. I feel like I'm 33, so I gotta cut the time down short. But I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I want to say longer than this, but what I'm saying, I'm 33. It take 5 years to get to, at least 5 years to get to know a motherfucker. 5, nigga. 5. It take a good 5. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers be just so caught up in that little honeymoon stage of when they first got together that they think everything is all cool. Next thing you know, the nigga choking her up. You know what I'm talking about? So, yeah, I just, you start to see signs in people. You know what I'm saying? It takes some time. Everybody got they motherfucking Superman and Batman suit on in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got them going to the interview with the nicest outfit. You know what I'm talking about? But it just takes some time. You know what I'm saying? And she got the nigga out of jail and everything. I don't know, man. But listen, man. Motherfucker, man, listen, man. I'm a grown-ass man, motherfucker. You put your hands on me. And now, especially now, you know what I'm saying? Nigga 33, bro. I'm taking you, send your stupid ass to jail. Let's just go on and do it. You know what I'm talking about? Let's just go on and send your stupid ass to jail or send your stupid ass to hell. I can't be fucking around like that no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm too old for this shit. You know what I'm saying? So, like I tell y'all, jail or hell, whichever one you want to do, you fucking put your hands on me. Just what we gonna have to do. Fuck that shit. You know what I'm talking about? Like, niggas getting too old for this shit, So, yeah, but she was 19, so we gotta, even though there was some red flags, there was multiple red flags, but hey, what a way to break up with somebody. You stop at a stop sign and you see a police on your left and was like, you get out the car and knock on the police door, hey, can you help me out? And then hell no, put the nigga out your car, get the nigga phone, and be like, well, this relationship is over. That was a way to break up with a nigga. You know what I'm talking about? But shit, not saying that he didn't deserve it. You know what I'm saying? He deserved to keep his stupid ass in jail. But when he choked the goddamn girl up, but y'all know how the game go. Motherfuckers don't even. That's why I don't get into domestic situations. Like, I pray to God, I pray to God I never see like a nigga just beating, like knocking a girl out on the street. Cause I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep fucking going because I don't get involved in dick and pussy games. You know what I'm talking about? Because next thing you know, you done went over there trying to confront the man, and nigga, the next day the bitch fucking bailing the nigga out of jail. Like, I ain't got time for that shit. So I'm the type of nigga, I'm gonna mind my own motherfucking business. You know what I'm talking about? That's just me. You know, the most I do is call the police for you and keep riding after that. Oh, we got somebody over here on 4th and Jefferson Street. He done hit the goddamn girl, and I'm hanging the fuck up, and I'm driving. You feel me? I ain't got time for that shit, you know? So y'all let me know what y'all think about it in the comments below. I'm glad that she finally, you know what I'm saying, got away from that toxic, abusive relationship. And y'all let me know what y'all think about it in the comments below, man. Make sure y'all smash that like button. Make sure y'all follow my second Storytime channel, We Hustle Daily, the number 2 at the end. So We Hustle Daily 2. And, yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it in the comments below. Getting married at 19 is crazy, but you know, it's a lesson learned, and hey, you know, catch y'all on the next one. Peace.